Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as Long Beach State men's volleyball takes on Loyola Chicago with a trip to the Final Four on the line. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you're listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. The Beach enter having won 10 straight, the last of which clinched the Big West Championship in a 5-set thriller against Hawaii. First-year head coach Nick McCray, this year's Big West Coach of the Year, is looking to lead his guys to one more win on their home Terraflex. Loyola Chicago played here last night to earn the chance to face the Beach, taking down St. Francis in a sweep. JayDe, both the teams have been unafraid to turn to their depth to get them this far.
Oh, absolutely, Bruce. Long Beach and Loyola Chicago have been no strangers to adversity this season. Both Shane Davis and Nick McCray have echoed each other in the past few weeks, telling anyone who will listen that success in this tournament and beyond is going to take all 17 available players on their roster.
These are both teams that have had their bouts with the injury bug and have had their deep rosters shine along the way. They're built with similar strengths, too. Long Beach is top 2 in the country in aces and blocks per set, with Loyola Chicago ranking top 20 in both those categories as well.
And what's going to be really interesting tonight is how two teams with such similar profiles are going to gain the advantage. It's going to be a brawl above the net tonight, which means J.J. Sawa and Kellen Larson are in for a long night at the libero position. Larson has arguably been the best libero in the country for the past 3 weeks, and Sawa is the glue that holds this Ramblers team together. So while the big boys go to work at the net, keep an eye out on the back row and the little guys doing the hard work.
Take you through the starting lineups as Long Beach State is being announced right now. Jake Pizzanti in there, the redshirt freshman, as the setter to operate the offense. Wojciech Gajek starting at opposite. What a Big West championship it was for him. 27 kills against Hawaii. The two outside hitters for Long Beach State, Skylar Varga and Connor Bloom. Kellen Larson in there as the starting libero, and then the middle blocker pairing Jackson Christ and Ben Braun. For Loyola Chicago, they've got J.J. Sawa in there as a libero alongside Owen Smith. It's a two-libero pairing that they've got running. The starting setter for Loyola Chicago, Ryan McElligott. The two middle blockers, Aiden Klein and Oscar Berg-Mikkelsen. He's a surprise into the starting lineup for the Ramblers. The freshman, 7'2", will figure to be an impact above the net. The opposite, Alexander Shosha, and then the two outside hitters, Josh Schellinger and Daniel Fabakovic.
Yeah, Long Beach State lead the Big West in blocks. They're second in the country, but the wrinkle of Oscar Berg-Mikkelsen is going to be one to watch tonight. Only 7 games played in his freshman season, only 16 total sets before an injury took him out in late March. He returns tonight, and not only is he 7'2", he can attack, he can block, he can do it all for this Loyola team. It's a new wrinkle for Long Beach to figure out, and wouldn't put it past Ben Braun and Jackson Christ to put the pieces together quickly here in set 1. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night.
And one big name to watch for Long Beach State, potentially off the bench in this match. Alex Kondev is dressed in uniform and did warm up. He's been out for the last couple of weekends with an injury, but Kondev is suited up, and we'll see if Long Beach State turns to him at some point. For now, Connor Bloom still out there as the other starting outside alongside Skylar Varga. Long Beach out on their home floor, all white uniforms. Kellen Larson in all black as the libero. Loyola Chicago in all black themselves with their libero, J.J. Sawa, in all white. We're ready to go. The serve across from Fabakovic, set from Pizzanti over to the left side. Varga dunks down into the middle of the floor. Skylar Varga gets Long Beach State the first lead.
Skylar Varga had an up-and-down Big West championship, 16 kills against Hawaii to take the title. And Jake Pizzanti turns to the senior first here in the pyramid.
Ben Braun to serve for the Beach. He floats it across, pass from Fabakovic. Set goes over to the left side. Schellinger off a block. Gajek has the dig. Left side, Skylar Varga. Power angle a little too strong. Attacking error from Varga gets Loyola Chicago their first point.
Skylar Varga wrinkles his nose as he misses that shot. Just fading away a little bit. Couldn't get his feet underneath him, and we're tied at 1.
Aiden Klein, the junior middle blocker, to serve next for the Ramblers. Working fast, he hits over and out of bounds. It's 2-1 Beach.
And last night, Loyola Chicago were pushed to the limit by St. Francis. In sets 1 and 2 especially, Loyola Chicago were the ones playing from behind. They were able to ride some serious service pressure, though, in sets 2 and 3 especially. Look for this Loyola attack and this Loyola Chicago serve to get active here early in set 1.
The sweep did not do justice to how competitive that game was yesterday. Jake Pizzanti serves errant pass from Schellinger. Set goes over to the right side. Roll shot from Shosha, dug out by the Beach. Pizzanti left side for Skylar Varga. Waits for it to fall, gets blocked, kept up by Larson. Now D-ball, Gajek right side, high off the blockers, and it's down. Shosha almost got there, but it hits the floor, and Wojciech Gajek is on the board.
We talked about it in the open, how impactful Kellen Larson is going to be tonight. Keeps that rally alive with 2 spectacular first touches, and Wojciech Gajek, the reigning AVCA National Player of the Week, gives the Beach a 3-1 lead.
Jake Pizzanti to serve. Named to the Big West freshman team as a redshirt freshman. He floats it over, pass from Fabakovic. Set goes into the middle. Berg Mikkelsen's first swing, a little strong. Long Beach State moves ahead 4-1, but there's going to be a challenge issued by the Ramblers.
Shane Davis pulling out his first challenge of the weekend. And Oscar Berg Mikkelsen doesn't miss too many shots, hitting .588 on the season coming into tonight, averaging just shy of a block per set. In one of his last games, he had 9 kills against Lewis. This is a guy in his freshman season who hasn't looked like a freshman. And the Beach setting the tempo here early. As the score stands, it's 4-1.
He's got a wrap on his right knee as he's out there. 7'2". There's a lot of height in volleyball, so it's not uncommon to see tall players, but 7'2" is a different type of tall. He's towering over everybody on the floor, hoping for his first kill on his first swing. As it stands on the floor, it's 4-1 Long Beach State. Loyola Chicago issuing the challenge. Shane Davis in his second stint as the head coach of the Ramblers in his second year of stint number 2, 14th season overall after he originally was the head coach from 2003 to 2015.
Yeah, before that, he was their setter. Talked a little bit on the broadcast last night about how he got that job, but really after being handed the keys to this Loyola program, he has taken them to unbelievable heights. Back-to-back national champions in 2015 and 2016, and since returning from an 8-year stint at Northwestern women's volleyball, he's brought them right back to that national level of competition that he was able to build the program up to initially in the early 2000s. Make no mistake, Shane Davis has been around the block a few times, and we're in for a battle tonight between him and Nick McRae.
There's a touch from Long Beach State blockers, and it's a successful challenge for Loyola Chicago. So they keep that one, and it's 3-2 Beach. Ramblers going back to serve.
And Berg Mikkelsen, native of Copenhagen, Denmark, picks up his first kill.
Alexander Shosha serving. He hits tight across the net. Larson pops it up. D-ball over on the right side. It's Varga swinging, and Skylar Varga has his second kill.
Big time from Skylar Varga. Another great pass out of serve received by Kellen Larson. A straight down dive, and it's an in-system attack. Skylar Varga punching it right through the double block.
2-point lead now for the Beach in set 1. Varga back to serve for the first time. 2 kills already. Tips the tape, just barely kept up by Schellinger. Right side, Shosha swings off the block and out. Alexander Shosha gets his first kill.
And Shosha, who missed 8 weeks this season with an injury, only made his return in the MIVA tournament last week. He has looked just as good as he did in January over these past few games.
15 kills yesterday for Shosha. Now it's Schellinger, the UCSD transfer serving. Pass from Bloom. Set goes over to Varga from the back row. He tips across and down. Varga goes full extension as he's on his way down from the apex of his jump. Just manages to tip it across the net and find the right side line.
Skylar Varga, unreal. 3 kills on 5 swings.
That's the skill that will make Skylar Varga an Olympian for a long time once his college days are done. Jackson Chris serves, hits the net. Dump goes across, but it's kept up by Bloom. Set to him on the left side. Tipped across. One-arm dig from Shosha. Set goes over to the left side. Swinging. Fabakovic is roofed. A triple block for Long Beach State with Ben Braun in the middle of it. And it's 6-3 Beach.
We played 9 points, and both teams really have yet to take a big swing. We've seen a lot of touches over these triple blocks, double blocks. Looks like both teams know that there's a block there, and nobody's willing to seriously challenge it in the early proceedings of set 1.
First block on the stat sheet there for either side. Jackson Chris now serves out of bounds. Beach still ahead by 2.
And those big swings are going to come at some point here in set 1, whether it's from Fabakovic or Shosha, 2 of the best pin hitters in the country. Both teams just warming up here in set 1.
Serve coming from Berg Mikkelsen. He floats it across and out of bounds. Good read from Skylar Varga. That was a knuckleball with no spin at all. Just kept going beyond the back line.
Yeah, 19 service errors last night for Loyola Chicago. They were bailed out at times by some service errors from St. Francis. They got to clean up their service game tonight against the Beach.
Wojciech Gajek back to serve now. 13th in the country in aces per set, but he hits this one into the middle of the twine. It's 7-5 Beach off the service error. Ryan McElligott, senior setter, heading back for Loyola Chicago.
Talk about guys that missed time. McElligott also absent for a period of this season with an injury.
6'5" setter and lefty swinger hits across. Pass from Varga in the back row. Pisanti D-ball. Gayak right side from the back row. He's got it. Wojciech Gayak starting right where he left off. 2 for 2. And the Beach are up 8-5.
And there's a big swing from Wojciech Gayak. Just beats the blockers to the line. You can't give Wojciech Gayak that much airspace.
Connor Bloom back to serve. Fifth-year senior hits across. Pass from Sawa. Set goes into the middle, and there's a kill for Aiden Klein. Loyola Chicago distributing across the attack so far.
Aiden Klein had himself quite the night last night with 10 kills. 9 straight games now for him with at least 5 kills. He's moved into that middle blocker 1 role this season for Loyola Chicago, and he has excelled both in the attack and with his blocking prowess.
Serve from Fabakovic. Popped up. Pisanti goes to Braun. Dug out overhead by McElligott. Set over to the right side, just through the block and down. Alexander Shosha, just enough on that swing to get it by Ben Braun.
This first set looking eerily similar to those first 2 sets Loyola Chicago played against St. Francis last night. Just back and forth, back and forth. Ramblers still within striking distance at 7 serving 8.
Daniel Fabakovic hits towards the left side. Bloom pass. Set goes to Varga. Left side swung right down. That time Varga turned up the accelerator, and the Ramblers weren't there in time. It's 9-7 Beach.
And that's just Skylar Varga being bigger than the block, going OTT. Alexander Shosha and Aiden Klein. It's big time from Skylar Varga.
Ben Braun serves. Pass from the back left. Set goes over to the left side, and there's a kill for Josh Schellinger. He figures to be a big part of this Loyola attack. The Beach are familiar, played with UC San Diego last year.
Yeah, long-term Triton. Josh Schellinger talking about making this return to the West Coast last night, how special it is for him to be back in this West Coast atmosphere.
Aiden Klein serve, Varga receives, set to Christ in the middle, and he just missed it. Skylar Varga disagrees. Nick McRae walking over, and he, now thinking about it, will issue the challenge or not. Varga was emphatic wanting it, but then the whole Long Beach State bench rattled in saying no. John Perry, the statistical coordinator, has the iPad over there to check it, and Long Beach will not issue the challenge. It's 9-9 in set 1. Klein serves out of bounds, and the Beach get the lead back.
Dan Hill is the one leading the charge on the Long Beach bench for that last challenge. Screaming yes, then screaming no. Nick McRae has talked about how much he wants this team to be player-led down the stretch of this season. Even on challenges, a prime example.
10-9 Beach in set 1. Jake Pisanti serves across. D-ball over to the right side. Shosha rides the block down on the Beach side. Again, Kristen Varga just a hair late to seal it off.
And Long Beach is targeting the back right and back left of the Loyola Chicago serve receive. That's Schellinger and Fabakovic. They've both done a good job so far, just getting in-system balls up to McElligott.
Alexander Shosha serves. Pass from the back row. Pisanti waits for it to fall. Goes left side. Gayak slams right down. Wojciech Gayak is an athlete above the net. Pushed that one down like he was swinging a hammer, and the Beach have the lead back.
It all looks so simple for Wojciech Gayak. 3 kills on 3 swings, and Loyola have not been able to get anywhere close to the Polish international.
11-10 Beach. Skylar Varga serves. They look for a run. This one's received by Fabakovic. Left side swinging. Schellinger has the kill. They're trading points right now, and it's 11-11.
And last night in set 1, both St. Francis and Loyola Chicago hit 500, dead even straight up. Already here through the first 22 points, there's only 3 attacking errors between these two teams, as Loyola right now are out-hitting Long Beach State.
Schellinger serves, roll serve, dug out by Bloom. Set goes back to him on the left side, hits line, dig into the net. Loyola gets it back across. Gayak swing and gets roofed. What a play by Daniel Fabakovic. The ball floated back over the net. Gayak went right on the attack, but Fabakovic sends it back.
Oscar Berg-Mikkelsen in the area as well. Loyola just win that scramble and take their first lead here at 12-11.
Serve across again, pass from Larson beyond the back line. Varga bump set, going to be a free ball from Bloom. Good chance here. They set the pipe. Schellinger has that kill. 3 straight points for Loyola Chicago. Nick McCray off the beach bench. Not looking like he'll call a timeout yet, but a frustrated look on the first-year head coach's face.
And Oscar Berg-Mikkelsen is starting to make more of an impact. The beach blocker is staying home on the 7'2" freshman. They just don't see Schellinger coming out of the back row.
Schellinger serving, tips the tape. Christ has the first touch. Vargas steps into set, goes to Bloom, left side, over 3 blockers, and won't get back over. A good effort by Loyola Chicago to keep that ball up in the air as they were diving to their right, but it hits the net and just doesn't get back over. Connor Bloom kill. 13-12, Loyola Chicago still ahead. Jackson Christ going back to serve. The Beach trying to tie it back up. Chris serve popped up by Sawa. Set over to the left side. Fabakovic gets roofed. There's the Beach block Nick McCray is looking for. Connor Bloom caught most of that one with Braun beside him.
And it's just a high ball coming over the head of Daniel Fabakovic. The Beach do well to form 6 hands across and send it right back. We're tied at 13.
Jackson Christ serving again. True freshman, Big West first team selection. Pushed high in the air by Schellinger. Bump set over to the left side. Fabakovic over 3 blockers and in. Jackson Christ was the lone defender left after that ball got through and he couldn't dig it out. Service sub now for Loyola Chicago. Lucas Anderson coming in. Had 2 aces yesterday. Left-handed swinger. Hits across the net. Pass from Larson. Long way to go. Bump set for Pizzanti. Bloom from the back row gets it in. What a shot from Connor Bloom. A difficult attacking angle. 3 blockers were there, but he paints the right sideline.
That'll get Lucas Anderson off the service line. Back in comes JJ Sawa in rotation 1, but what a swing from Connor Bloom. In Big West Conference play, all the numbers tell you he's one of the best attackers over the last 10 games of this season. Now we're tied at 14.
Filthy from Connor Bloom. Wojciech Gajek serve into the crowd. Wojciech Gajek has the ace. Long Beach is first, and that sends us into the media timeout with the Beach ahead 15-14.
Daniel Fabakovic with a scream into the point of the pyramid. Such a good passer, but the serve from Wojciech Gajek simply better. Long Beach State starting to establish some of that familiar dominance, serving, attacking, blocking. It's all going to need to come together tonight in the pyramid. The Beach want to advance to the Final Four.
1-point lead for the Beach in their return to the national tournament. The defending national champions up by 1 in set 1 on 22 West Radio. Beach up by 1. Wojciech Gajek sends us into the media timeout with an ace. 15-14 in set 1.
For Gajek, that's his 34th ace of the season. Mark best for 3rd in the Big West.
Gajek gives the toss and hits into the net. His second service error, and we're tied again at 15.
Gajek's serving has really been something that's come along throughout the season. 3rd in the Big West in aces and aces per set. Had 3 in the semifinals, 3 in the final of that Big West championship.
Ryan McElligott serving for Loyola Chicago. Passed by Larson. Pizzanti over to the left side. Bloom tools the block out of bounds. A good start to set 1 for Connor Bloom. Both of his kills have been athletic. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, he's done it on 5 errorless swings. That time just recognizes the block has beat him to the pin. Uses one hand. Gets something off the 4 hands across.
Connor Bloom has spent a lot of his time in this program as a service specialist, has stepped into the role that Alex Kondev left with his injury these last few weeks. Bloom has been fantastic. Now he's serving with the Beach up by 1, but he serves out of bounds. 16 all in set 1.
It's been crazy to see Connor Bloom over these past few weeks become such a talented attacker, and also see some of those aces that he was so known for in that service pressure kind of take a little bit of a step back in his game. He has been so good on the left side. Now he lines up in rotation 1 of serve receive.
Fabakovic serve, overpass a little bit by Larson, and it's pushed right down. The joust at the net, won by Josh Schellinger. It was one-on-one between Schellinger and Pizzanti. Loyola Chicago back ahead by 1.
And usually it's low man wins, and that's Jake Pizzanti. Schellinger just gets over the ball, 6'4" outside. Gives Loyola Chicago the lead at 17-16.
Fabakovic serve again, pass by Larson. Pizzanti right at the net, throws up the D-ball. Gayak is in bounds. A great set from Jake Pizzanti as he was falling towards the net. Managed to get it up there without committing a violation, and we're tied at 17.
And Wojciech Gayak continues his ascendancy here in set 1. Ramblers have not had an answer.
4 kills for Gayak. Braun serve. Pass up to the net. Set to the middle. Blocked. They retool. Set from Sawa over to the right side. Shosha out of bounds. No touch from the Beach blockers, and the attacking error puts Long Beach State back ahead.
It was Aiden Klein who got that swing in the middle. Just did not connect cleanly with McGilligan, and off the recycle, the Beach able to stay home on the left side of the floor. Take the lead at 18-17.
Set over to the left side. Schellinger is in bounds. Again, it was Ben Braun that was left on an island. Couldn't get that one out. Second time that the Beach middle blocker has been the point of attack. Another service sub coming in for the Ramblers, Jake Reed. He's been limited to 17 matches this year due to injuries. He's in to serve. Pass from Bloom. Set from Pizzanti over to the right side. Gayak gets dug. Loyola scrambling. Over on the right side, Shosha has the kill. Long Beach's blockers got there. Kristen Varga got the touch, but it landed just out of bounds.
And how about Jake Reed? Comes in as a service sub, makes a big-time dig to get Loyola back in system, and Shosha looking to find his footing. He's got 4 kills now.
19-18 Ramblers. Varga pass. Pizzanti back to Varga. Left side power angle. Off the dig. It's back over the net. Larson save. Pizzanti back to Varga a second time. Roll shot blocked. Chris keeps it up in the air. Pizzanti goes to Varga a third time. Falling away. Hits line and gets it in.
Ooh.
What a job by Skylar Varga. The set was behind him, but the Beach captain makes it work.
And Nick McRae talks so much about feeding the hot hand. Jake Pizzanti, listening to his head coach. 3 sets to Skylar Varga, and he was headhunting the Ramblers back row.
Jake Pizzanti serving for Long Beach State. 19 all in set 1. Floater received by Fabakovic. Right side, Shosha blocked, kept up in the air by Schellinger right underneath the net. He gets a swing on the left side, and he hit the net as he tried to tool the block. Long Beach, off the attacking violation, goes ahead 20-19.
It's another high ball in the back row coming from Sawa that Schellinger just can't get over. Tried to tool the block of Wojciech Gayak unsuccessfully. Beach first to the red zone.
Back and forth first set. Overhead pass from Schellinger. Set down the pipe. Fabakovic gets dug out by Pizzanti. Set to the right side. Gayak hits high and caught the blockers. Wojciech Gayak with kill number 5. And timeout is called by Loyola Chicago.
He does it on an out-of-system ball. Set from the back row by Kellen Larson. Nick McRae said a few weeks ago, you have yet to see the best of this Long Beach State team. Wojciech Gayak over the past few weeks has been at his very best. This first set, no exception, as the Beach have won 3 straight points. The
true freshman was already great to start this season, but this second half, he's really turned it on. A dynamic attacker makes it 21-19. Long Beach State into the timeout on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State opens up a 2-point lead, 21-19, with Jake Pizzanti behind the service line.
And this first set has been the battle we expected coming into the night. Long Beach and Loyola really separated by the thinnest of margins. The Beach have just made a few big plays here down the stretch, and they're the first of the red zone. The task now, these next 4 points.
Pizzanti serve. It's a floater across, pass from the back row. Set goes into the middle, and there's a kill for Berg Mikkelsen. Again, Long Beach caught a lot of it on the block, but it goes out of bounds.
For Berg Mikkelsen, only the second time he's been set tonight by Ryan McElligott. He's got 2 kills, though, still perfect, operating inside the 10-foot line.
Alexander Shosha serves. He hits across and way out of bounds. Easy read in the back row for the Beach.
And Shosha is such a good server. That's an uncharacteristic mistake for him. He ended all 3 sets last night against St. Francis. Set 1 did it with an ace. Sets 2 and 3 with a kill. He's going to want that serve back.
Skylar Vargas serving now, 22-20. Pass from Sawa as he was diving out of bounds. Bump set all the way across from Fabakovic. Schellinger dug out by Larson. Pizzanti underneath. D-ball, Gayak, right side. Dunk is down off the blocker. Wojciech Gayak got so high above the net that he was able to push it off the Rambler blocker before it went out of bounds. Another great play from the true freshman. Timeout called again by Loyola Chicago.
Shane Davis out of timeouts now, and they've got to check the right side of the floor for some springs in the Terraflex Bruce. The way Wojciech Gayak is jumping out of the gym. It's another high set from Jake Pizzanti, and Wojciech Gayak just makes it look so easy. He's above the double block. He has the world at his fingertips, and he lays down his 6th kill. Beach up 23-20 now. Just 2 more points is all that's required to go up 1-0.
Long Beach State hitting .458 in this first set, and we went into it talking about Loyola Chicago needing some impact from their blockers. That's why they put Oscar Berg Mikkelsen into the starting lineup. So far, this Long Beach attack operating efficiently.
Yeah, and last night it was the senior middle blocker, Brad Bell, who was lined up alongside Aiden Klein. What Berg Mikkelsen offers is not only size, but just a little bit more of an intimidation factor for Jackson Christ and Ben Braun to deal with. There's a guy who's 7'2" inside the 10-foot line, looking across from you at the net. You've got to keep an eye on him at all times. But so far, Long Beach State have been able to disrupt Loyola Chicago's attack. They've put off Shosha, they've put off Schellinger, and there hasn't really been a game breaker emerging from the Rambler side of the floor. And the way Wojciech Gayak has broken this first set wide open. So it's up to Shane Davis now to search for a solution. Late here in set 1, heading into set 2. Mikkelsen is the wrinkle, but somebody needs to step up and smooth out the rest of this Ramblers attack.
Wojciech Gayak with 6 kills on 625 hitting. Skylar Vargas, he readies to serve, 5 kills on 444. 23-20 Long Beach State. Skylar Vargas serves over. It's kept up with one hand by Fabakovic. Set to the left side. Schellinger out of bounds without, oh, there was a touch from the Long Beach State blockers. As Long Beach State started to celebrate, Loyola Chicago gets the call, and it's a kill for Josh Schellinger.
That's an out-of-system high ball again from Sawa. A set from the back row. And some fans here in the pyramid began to stand up thinking it was set point. Instead, it's 21 serving 23.
Just barely caught the blockers. Serve from Schellinger, pass from Bloom, high in the air. Pizzanti back to Bloom, left side, gets it down. Connor Bloom with kill number 4, and that'll bring the Pyramid faithful to their feet. 24-21, it's set point number 1 for the Beach.
And Connor Bloom just so nonchalant around the 7'2" Oscar Berg Mikkelsen.
Jackson Chris back to serve for the defending champs. Set point number 1 in set 1. Jackson Chris serves across for an ace. Sawa dove to his left and couldn't keep it up. Jackson Chris delivers, and Long Beach wins set 1, 25-21.
3 aces in that Big West Championship game. Now 46 on the season for Jackson Christ. And that's the middle blocker at his very best. Goes right at JJ Sawa, an incredible passer in his own right, and says, try to handle this heat. Beach takes set 1.
The biggest moments deep in sets. Jackson Chris is the guy Long Beach State wants behind the service line, and he delivers another ace. Long Beach ahead 1-0 as they switch benches, and the Beach will look to keep rolling on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State wins set 1. The winner of this match will punch their ticket to the Final Four in Westwood, and it's the Beach who strike first.
And Loyola Chicago able to win their first NCAA tournament game since their national championship run in 2015. Looking to make it 2 straight, and they have a tough task ahead of them here in set 2. Wojciech Gajek, Skylar Varga, Connor Bloom with all of Long Beach State's kills in that first set. All the offense coming from the pins. Look for Loyola to turn to their middle blockers a bit more here in set 2. Establish some physicality above the net. Establish a little bit of that familiar Chicago dominance as Long Beach State able to advance out of set 1 pretty comfortably off the ace from Jackson Christ.
Long Beach State also only set their middle blockers 2 times total. Jackson Christ and Ben Braun without a kill so far. It was Jackson Christ's ace that put an end to set 1. Long Beach State ranked number 2 in the nation. In the latest AVCA poll, Loyola Chicago at number 9. It's the Beach that got the 3 seed, though, in the tournament. Hawaii still got the number 2 seed, even though they're ranked number 3. Shows you how contentious that battle is between those two. Connor Bloom serves to open up set 2. Pass up to the net. Set down the pipe. Gets dug out. Larson over to the left side. Varga pushed over. Got a piece of the blockers and down. Skylar Varga has gone deep in the bag of tricks so far, and he puts the Beach ahead.
And Long Beach State have done really well to just shut down Daniel Fabakovic tonight. 1 kill now on 5 swings coming from the back row. The Beach read him like a book, and Skylar Varga is deep in his bag of tricks. Sets into a triple block to get the kill. Who does that?
Bloom serve again. Pass from Fabakovic. Long way to go. Bump set from McElliott. Over on the left side, off the block and out. Kill goes to Josh Schellinger. Long Beach had 3 blockers above the net, but again, able to put it off with some power out of bounds.
That's just Schellinger seeing no daylight above the net and swinging as hard as he can.
Schellinger back to serve now after his kill. He's got 7. Pass from Skylar Varga. Underneath Pisanti. D-ball for Gajek. Rolled and blocked and down. There's a roof for Berg Mikkelsen. Had to use all 7'2" of his frame to stay above the net for that one.
I think Wojciech Gajek might have forgotten that Berg Mikkelsen was 7'2" there. That's just a normal 6'10" middle blocker. It's down for the kill. Mikkelsen just touches it down inside the 10-foot line.
Schellinger serve, pass from Bloom. Pisanti to Braun, and there's the first kill for the Beach middle blocker. It's 2-2.
Third set to the middle, second to Ben Braun. And the 6'11" senior doesn't miss twice on the season, also hitting .523, one of the most efficient middles in the Big West.
Ben Braun floater, pass from Schellinger, set to the left side. Fabakovic gets blocked, they recycle. Bump set, or set from Sawa over to the right side. There's a kill for Shosha. Off the first block, the Ramblers retool and get the point anyway.
JJ Sawa picking up his 4th assist. Loyola have been so out of system tonight that the libero is really running the offense just as much as Ryan McElligott.
Berg Mikkelsen serving for the Ramblers. 7'2" middle blocker gets it over. Pass from Bloom. Set to Varga. Left side. Power angle. There's a kill. Put it right off of Fabakovic. Fireball swing from Skylar Varga makes it 3-3.
And everywhere you turn, the Beach are targeting Daniel Fabakovic, the 2-time All-American. Varga swinging at him cross court. They're serving to him every time behind the end line. They're shutting him down at the net. Long Beach State making sure Daniel Fabakovic will not beat them tonight.
Jake Pisanti, float serve across. Set goes over to the right side. Shosha right into the middle of the floor. Big time swing, gets Loyola back ahead.
And a big time pass as well from Fabakovic right down the line. Handles the serve from Pisanti well. And the Ramblers just trying to stay ahead of the Beach for as long as they can here in set 2.
McElligott, the setter for Loyola, serves now. Left-handed swing over and out of bounds. Service error makes it 4-4. That sends Skylar Varga back behind the line. Native of Saskatchewan and senior now for the Beach, has carved out a fantastic collegiate career. Varga serves with a lot of spin, inbounds. It dove all the way to the left side of the floor, right onto the line. Precision from Skylar Varga for his first ace.
Skylar Varga realized that the Loyola 4 pattern across the back row has their heels on the end line, goes for area 2, and paints it.
5-4 Beach. They've got 3 aces now tonight. Varga tries to do it again, but it's popped up by Fabakovic. Left side, Shosha off the blockers, dug out by Pazanti. Christ steps into set. Left side, Bloom, cross court, dug out by Sawa. Now from the back row, Schellinger, one-arm dig for Varga. Pazanti bumps that beyond the back line, over to Bloom. Left side, swinging, inbounds. Connor Bloom delivers again on an unbelievable high ball bump set from Jake Pazanti.
Are you kidding me? All made possible by the one-arm dig, by the way, from Skylar Varga in the back row. And Connor Bloom, once again, sees a triple block and says no problem. Beach leads 6-4.
That's a sequence where the Beach are making it known they're the defending champs. Fantastic play all the way around. Varga serves again. Loyola D-ball over to the right side. Fabakovic gets dug out by Larson. Varga falling out of bounds. Bump set goes to a free ball. Varga has to get back onto the floor. They set into the middle, and Klein has the kill for the Ramblers. Another good effort from Varga, but Loyola Chicago gets back within 1.
And Loyola Chicago just playing 6-on-5 there. Aiden Klein touching it down to where Skylar Varga should be, as he has to hustle back onto the Terraflex, jumped over the seats courtside, and as he was sprinting back. I don't think Aiden Klein's going to get an easier kill than that tonight.
Daniel Fabakovic serving next for the Ramblers. Long Beach ahead by 1, 6-5 in set 2. They're already ahead 1-0. Fabakovic serves across, pass from Larson. Pazanti goes into the middle, and Jackson Christ is onto the board with his first kill.
It's a great route from Jackson Christ, just running outside in on Jake Pazanti. Gives him a great angle to swing cross court. It's inside the 10-foot line. Beach still hitting just shy of 500 here, 12 points into set 2.
7-5 Beach. 484 hitting percentage for Long Beach State, and a 74% side out rate. Jackson Christ serves inbounds. It's the second ace of the night for the true freshman. And the Beach are up 8-5.
That's just fantastic from Jackson Christ. 2 aces tonight, both of them straight down the line. Looking at Josh Schellinger right now. Looking to go back-to-back.
With the tongue dangling, this one's popped up back over the net and out of bounds. It's back-to-back aces for Jackson Christ. And that one's all thanks to the power behind his swing. Schellinger got there, but his pass goes all the way up here in the sky, over the net and out of bounds. It's 9-5 Long Beach State, and the Ramblers call timeout.
And there's a certain gravity around Jackson Christ when he serves. You see JJ Sawa as he heads back to the bench, just telling everybody to calm down. The Beach with a few impressive runs here already in set 2, and they're trying to break this set wide open. Jackson Christ, among the best serving middle blockers in the country, 47 aces now on the season. And by the way, if he had enough qualifying swings, he would lead the Big West in hitting percentage as well. He has been that good in his freshman season, following in his father Jeff's footsteps. Here in one of the biggest stages he stepped on in the regional final, he's getting it done against Loyola Chicago. And this entire Beach team, Bruce, is starting to fire on all cylinders. The energy in this pyramid may not be up to 11, but it's because they're witnessing some of that familiar dominance this program has been so known for over the past few years. Nick McRae and his boys have to be feeling good with where they're sitting here in set 2.
Long Beach State is in control. They're already up 1-0 and ahead 9-5 in set 2. Ramblers breaking their timeout as Jackson Christ will look to make it 3 straight aces.
How about this 80% sign-up percentage here in set number 2 as well. 4 for 5 on their opportunities. Not only are the Beach serving well, they're siding out really well, meaning Loyola Chicago can't stack service runs where they have been so dangerous this season, especially against ranked opponents. Loyola Chicago can't serve and they can't block. They can't win games.
The Beach on a 3-0 scoring run. Jackson Christ looking to keep it alive. His neon yellow Asics jumps up and rolls it over. Pass from Sawa. Set goes down the pipe for Fabakovic, and he's got a kill to break the run. Loyola Chicago back within 3.
Just a little bit more curve on that serve than Jackson Christ would have wanted as JJ Sawa, the libero, was able to get the pass. But still, Long Beach State stacking early runs, stacking a 3-point lead. It's the Ramblers who have to play from behind now in set 2.
Aiden Klein, the junior middle blocker, ready to go. First, some moisture near the line to get wiped up. Long Beach is stuck with their starting 7 all the way through so far. As Aiden Klein serves for the Ramblers. Pass from Bloom was low. Long Beach able to get it over on a scramble drill. The set goes over to the left side. Schellinger tries to tool the Tipple block, and it's down. 3 blockers were there for Long Beach State, but Schellinger elevated and just wiped it off. A savvy play from the outside hitter for Loyola Chicago.
Beach got 2 touches to it as well. Jake Pizzanti dove in, and then Wojciech Gajek tried a kick save. Beach still getting 2 touches, 3 touches to every ball. Haven't seen Loyola put one down, really, so far here in set 2.
Nick McRae was right there where that ball was about to fall, trying to direct traffic, telling his players that it was going to stay in before the scorer's table. Aiden Klein serves again. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti to the middle, and Ben Braun has his 2nd kill. Long Beach extends their lead back to 3.
Ben Braun has been nothing short of efficient, especially over the last 5 games. Hitting above 500 with at least 3 kills, has a few 5-kill or more performances in that stretch. He's starting to heat up here in the 2nd set. His 2nd kill now on 3 swings.
Wojciech Gajek serving now. He's got an ace already. Pass from the back row back over the net. Braun up to Pizzanti, over to Bloom on the left side. And Connor Bloom has the kill off a block touch. It careens to the floor. The Beach are up 11-7.
It's another serve that goes right to Daniel Fabakovic. That 3 pattern across the back row now is Sawa, Fabakovic, and Schellinger. Really, Wojciech Gajek is trying to serve to anybody but JJ Sawa right now.
Gajek goes over. Overpass from Fabakovic is out of bounds. Wojciech Gajek finds his mark again, and the Beach are up by 5. Another timeout coming for the Ramblers.
This is just so good for Wojciech Gajek, and this is hours in the film room. This is video study. This is Long Beach State watching Loyola play yesterday and realizing that Schellinger and Fabakovic are incredible passers, yes, but not as good as JJ Sawa is in the back row. Gajek picking his spot twice over, and Loyola Chicago are just having fits in serve receive right now. 6 aces now for Long Beach State, and we're already 19 points into set 2. This could get ugly really fast if Ramblers can't figure out serve receive.
The Beach are the best serving team in the nation, and they're flexing their muscles tonight. 12-7 Long Beach State in set 2 on 22 West Radio. Twelve to 7 Long Beach State in set 2. Wojciech Gajek serving with the Beach on a 3-0 run. Back row, Fabakovic has the pass. Set goes over to the right side, and there's a kill for Alexander Shosha. The timeout works for Loyola Chicago, getting the side out.
Another 3-0 run, though, for Long Beach State and for Shosha. That's his 7th kill. Quincy transfer in his first season with Loyola Chicago has made quite the impact when he's been on the floor. He needs a big service run here.
Beach still ahead by 4. Pass from Bloom. Pizzanti, D-ball. Gajek, right side, gets roofed! Schellinger puts it right back into the floor.
Big celebration from the Loyola Chicago bench as Schellinger finally gets a good read on Wojciech Gajek. Back-to-back points now for the Ramblers.
He didn't get all the way over there. It was extended to his left. What a play that was. Varga pass and serve receive. Braun in the middle off a block touch. It's dug out. Set goes over to the left side. Schellinger, 3 blockers there. Pizzanti keeps it up in the air. Varga back set to the left side. Bloom tips it down. Connor Bloom having his way so far tonight. He closed out the regular season with back-to-back 15-kill performances, was a little bit slower in the Big West Championship game, wound up not playing a lot of set 5, but he's right back to his winning ways tonight.
Yeah, he's got 7 kills. And what is it Skylar Varga always says? I would have been a setter. if I wasn't a pin hitter, showing off the skills there. Finding Connor Bloom on the left side with a back set and a beauty.
Second assist for Varga. Bloom serve now, pass by Sawa, set to the left side. Schellinger off the block and down. Josh Schellinger has the hot hand in set 2 for the Ramblers, and he's got 9 kills on the night.
9 kills, and he's hitting just shy of 600, just 1 attacking error on his 14 swings. Talked a little bit in set 1 about how somebody needs to step up. Looks like that's going to be Josh Schellinger here in set 2.
Now he goes to serve, pass from Larson as he goes to the ground. Pizzanti sets left side. Varga, roll shot, gets blocked, but it's down on the Loyola side. A heavy block touch from Berg Mikkelsen, but the roll shot from Varga with just enough to creep its way over the tape and down.
And Berg Mikkelsen's blocking has been really interesting here through 2 sets. He's going straight up with 2 hands. That's a lot of airspace covered right above the net. Where the Beach have had success, it's going around Berg Mikkelsen to his left and right.
Braun serve, set to the left side. It's touched by Fabakovic, sliding in dig from Varga. Gajek, right side, dug out by Schellinger. Set from Sawa, over on the left side again, Fabakovic. High block touch, he goes back over on 1. Pizzanti, Gajek, right side, dug out by Sawa, but into the ESPN Plus booth, and Matt Brown. It's a kill for Wojciech Gajek, and the Beach are up by 5.
It's another long rally that the Beach just find a way to win. They're staying home in the back row. They're staying in system, most importantly. And they're forcing Loyola to scramble for their lives in the back row. It's a 5-point lead now for the Beach.
.488 hitting percentage for Long Beach State today. D-ball on the right side for Shosha, dug out by the Beach. Pizzanti goes all the way to the left side of the floor. Varga gets dug out. Sawa puts it up on the left side for Fabakovic. Dug out by Braun. Bloom falling all the way out of bounds. Ooh. Keeps it in. Pizzanti, right side swing, gets roofed. The Beach all the way out of system, and Daniel Fabakovic has the block for the Ramblers.
Just speak about out-of-system volleyball, and that's not what Long Beach State want. You don't bump it from the end line, back into your setter. Jake Pizzanti always fighting a losing battle there in the face of 6 hands across.
Now a quick sub and a serve for Lucas Anderson. Larson pass, set to the left side. Varga gets blocked, kept up by Pizzanti. Varga tries to go again. Cross court, dug out overhead by Anderson. Now stepping in, the roll shot from Fabakovic. Got dug out. Pizzanti tried to go over on 2, gets blocked. Free ball from Larson. Loyola Chicago on the attack. Right side, there's a kill for Shosha. The Ramblers gaining some momentum here in set 2 as they're within 3.
That's a fantastic scramble in the front row from Long Beach just to get that ball back over the net after Jake Pizzanti was denied. And maybe for the first time in set 2, a ball finally goes straight down for the Ramblers, and it's Shosha with a cross-court swing.
Lucas Anderson, service sub, back again. Long Beach getting themselves in the right spots. Kellen Larson in rotation 1 as Anderson hits into the net. Haven't been a lot of service errors tonight for Loyola Chicago. That was their 6th. Long Beach with only 4. And especially here in set 2, it's been clean from beyond the service lines.
Yeah, and out goes Anderson, in comes Sawa into rotation 1. Long Beach just playing cleaner volleyball. Both teams hitting .413 right now on the night. Offense hasn't been a problem. It's everywhere else that the Beach have just been slightly better than Loyola Chicago.
16-12. Pizzanti serve, kept up by Schellinger. Left side, Fabakovic, high off a block touch. Larson has the dig. Pizzanti goes to Christ, and he's got the kill on the no-look swing. Jackson Christ right into the middle of the floor to extend the Beach lead back to 5.
That was a little rip set there from Jake Pizzanti. Just put it right above the tape, and Jackson Christ kind of short arms it right inside the 10-foot line. Not easy for Jackson Christ, but he still finds a way to make the play.
That's that alligator arm swing that Christ used against Hawaii in the Big West Championship as well. Float serve, overhead pass from Fabakovic. Bumps that back to him, and he hits way out of bounds. Went for high hands, and Long Beach didn't get a piece. It's 18-12 Beach. Now a sub in serve receive coming. Jake Reed, the 6'4" junior, into the back row for Fabakovic.
Fabakovic has just had his fair share of errors tonight, and Loyola Chicago just need a good pass right now.
Set 2 is getting away from him. 3-0 scoring run again for Long Beach State. Jake Pizzanti serves low. Pass right up above the net. One-handed set. Goes to Klein. What a play by McElligott. And that breaks the scoring run.
What a play from McElligott, finding Klein In system, in tempo. And it goes straight down. Loyola able to cut out the run.
Schellinger's pass was too strong, but McElligott used one hand to keep it on the Loyola side. Pisanti over to the left side for Gajek. Got blocked, and they're going to call a violation against Wojciech. I believe he broke the plane underneath the net.
They're actually going to get Alexander Shosha here for overreaching. The pass was a bit errant looking for Gajek on the left side, but Shosha couldn't lay off, touched it right down. He's shaking his head, but it's Shane Davis getting the explanation saying the Serbian reached across the net. Said it's a point for Long Beach and a 6-point lead now in set 2.
It is a blocking error. 19-13 Long Beach State. Varga serve, pass from Sawa. Set down the pipe for Schellinger, and he just got it through the block onto the floor. Schellinger into double digits now with 10 kills.
Jake Reed still in the rotation now. Will have a chance to serve. Newport Beach native, Southern California kid.
Reed into the net. Service error gets Long Beach to the red zone first at 20-14.
Jake Reed, graduate of Newport Harbor High School. Has been a consistent presence in that back row for Loyola Chicago, even after being a service specialist for most of the year. He's in rotation 1 right now, facing down Jackson Christ.
Christ serves over and out of bounds, so it won't be another run for Christ behind the service line. This time it's one and done on a side out for the Ramblers. Another sub coming in service. Aiden Delorier off the bench. But Long Beach State is going to pull out a challenge card. There wasn't an immediate reaction that made you think Nick McRae was going to walk over with it.
This feels like one of those challenges that's being used more as a timeout here for Nick McRae. Just wants a second to talk things over as Loyola have started to shuffle their lineup a little bit more. Freshman middle blocker Aiden Delorier. Another wrinkle, 6'3" native of Eastport, New York. Didn't play last night, but has been a service sub consistently all season long. Only 3 aces in his Loyola Chicago career, but he's being brought in to kind of shore up the passing in the back row, make sure Loyola Chicago can just get in system somehow, some way, as they're still down by 5 here in set 2.
Long Beach State does have both timeouts in set 2, so seems like John Perry with the iPad on the bench told Coach McRae that this one was worth looking at. It wasn't a very long review, and it goes to Loyola Chicago. So Long Beach State loses one of their 3 challenges. Score remains 20-15. Beach up by 5.
Give Aiden Delorier a chance to serve. No aces in his last 7 games played. Last ace came on March 26th against Lewis.
Freshman middle blocker listed at 6'3", serves into the net. So right as I'd been saying, Loyola Chicago had a clean set from beyond the service line. 3 service errors in these last few points.
Yeah, and that'll spell the end of the set for Delorier, replaced by J.J. Sawa in rotation 1. So that back row now for Loyola Chicago. Sawa, Reed, Schellinger from right to left.
Wojciech Gajek serving for Long Beach State. 21-15 in set 2. Gajek over, pass from Reed over the net. Bloom first touch, set back to him on the left side, and he got a touch before it went out of bounds. Connor Bloom with kill number 8. He's tied Skylar Varga for the Beach lead.
Connor Bloom just finding ways to be powerful, yes, but also punch every single swing through the block. Get to touch that time, and the Beach continue to roll.
Wojciech Gajek serving again, 22-15. Gajek over, pass from Reed, right at the net. The set goes into the middle, and Berg Mikkelsen has the kill. 3 of them tonight for Berg Mikkelsen. His only 3 swings have all been kills.
Yeah, McElligott's got to start turning to the middle just a little bit more here. The Beach block has been so effective, and yes, they're up by 6. Now is the time for the Ramblers to just stack some momentum heading into set 3.
Shosha serve, pass by Larson. Set from Larson, actually dug out on a slide from Sawa down the pipe. The attack came from Reed, and he's got the kill. It blew early, though.
This is a blocking violation there on Ben Braun. He came down on the net, trying to lock down Jake Reed coming from the back row, about as easy as it gets. Ramblers within 5.
Alexander Shosha serves, 17 serving 22. Varga pass, Pisanti up to Bloom on the left side. Roll shot is down. Connor Bloom having his way in set 2 as he's up to 9 kills.
Connor Bloom looking like a snake charmer right now. The back row of the block can't handle him, as he is just finding every single way to get around this block. That time a roll shot. Now his chance to serve. Connor Bloom is doing it all.
And he couldn't have placed it any better in the back row. Now tips the tape on his serve. It's kept up though. Left side, Schellinger has the kill. Went for the power angle shot. It hit off of Braun, rolled its way across the top of the tape before going out of bounds.
These next few points really important for the Ramblers, just to put a few good plays together. As long as we only need 2 more points to close out this second set.
23 to 18. Pass by Bloom, the left side. Skylar Varga hits line and gets it in. 9 kills now for Skylar Varga. And the Beach will make a sub in service as they try and close out set 2. Dane Hillis coming in.
Dane Hillis has brought in both as a serving sub and passing sub this season. No aces so far in 2026. 6 in his Long Beach State career.
Set point number 1 in set 2 for the Beach. Dane Hillis floater across, low pass, set goes over to the right side. Shosha is down. A huge swing keeps Loyola alive.
They'll keep this Pyramid faithful on their feet as well. They've got a litany of set points to deal with, as Hillis will head back to the bench and Kellen Larson will step into rotation 1 for Long Beach State.
Oscar Berg-Mikkelsen gonna have to go on a run for the Ramblers. Set point number 2. Varga pass, Pizzanti, D-ball, Gaia gets roofed!
Oh.
Jake Reed, the 6'4" outside in the front row. A solo stuff. It's 24 to 20.
Only the 14th block of the season for Jake Reed. Finds himself in the front row. Rejects Wojciech Gajek. That does not happen very often.
Set point number 3. Berg-Mikkelsen serves across. Larson pass. Pizzanti, D-ball. It goes for Gajek again. Dig from Shosha back over the net. Larson up to Pizzanti. Sets the pipe. Bloom gets blocked. It's Klein this time. Nick McRae is going to call timeout. It's 3 straight points for Loyola Chicago, and they've got some energy into the break.
This Pyramid crowd, not sure whether to stand or sit. Ramblers fight off 2 set points and into the timeout. They're the happier of the 2 teams. You talk about stacking momentum into a 3rd set. This is exactly what Loyola Chicago have been looking for really all game long. Be impactful at the net. Start slowing Long Beach State down. It might just be too little too late here in set 2. But this night, this matchup, this regional final is far from over. The Ramblers can keep playing like this.
Long Beach State still with a golden chance to close out set 2, but they have to shake off this 3-0 scoring run from Loyola Chicago. It's going to be set point number 4 for the Beach after the break on 22 West Radio. Set point number 4 for Long Beach State, 24 to 21. Loyola Chicago's won 3 straight, trying to keep their run alive. Serve back over the net. Varga, Pizzanti, back to Varga, left side, dunked down. Skylar Varga puts an end to set 2, 25 to 21, and the Beach are on the doorstep of a sweep.
Exactly what the Beach were looking for out of the timeout as Skylar Varga tallies his 10th kill. And about as delicate of a fashion as you'll find. Ramblers with a solid end, though, to set 2. They'll look to start set 3 hot, get that block, get that serve, back in rhythm. Try to steal a set off of Long Beach State.
Loyola Chicago, despite the 0-2 deficit, is out-hitting Long Beach State tonight. So this match, in a lot of ways, has been very close. Loyola Chicago now with their backs against the wall, though. They'll have to fight for their season in set 3 coming up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State trying to close out a sweep in their final game at the Pyramid in 2026. Winner of this game goes to the Final Four in Westwood. Been scoreboard watching through some of these other games, and it's been excellent volleyball throughout the country. So Long Beach State trying to punch their ticket. They're up 2-0 over Loyola Chicago. This game's been close in a lot of ways, though, JayDe.
It's been close, and it feels crazy to say we have the boring game tonight, Bruce. Ball State in a 5-set thriller takes down Pepperdine to win their regional. Over in Westwood right now, UC Irvine, UCLA going to a 5th set. Long Beach trying to keep it quiet here in the Pyramid. Finished this one out in 3. They got out-hit in set 2. But they did a lot of little things right just to keep Loyola on their heels. Those early runs provided a cushion. They closed it down with a 4-point gap here in set 3. The Ramblers want any shot at forcing a 4th or 5th set. They need a hot start. They haven't been able to find one through those first 2 sets all night long.
The biggest deficit tonight, Long Beach State with 6 aces, Loyola Chicago still with 0. It's the Ramblers serving to open up set 3. Larson pass, Varga left side dunk, one-handed dig from Reed over on the left side. Schellinger, power angle is down. A heck of a shot from Schellinger as Larson sprawled to his left but couldn't get there. Very difficult attack, makes it 1-0 Ramblers.
Schellinger had 13 kills last night. He's got 12 tonight on 17 swings, still only with 1 attacking error.
Reed serves again. This time it's too strong and out of bounds. 1-1 to open up set 3.
Those service errors piling up as well for Loyola Chicago. It's their 9th of the night.
Ben Braun serves now. Pass from Reed, set over to the left side. Schellinger this time hits right to the back line. He's got 2 kills already in the first 3 points of the 3rd set.
We talked about a little bit in set 2 how Josh Schellinger looked to be the guy to take over. No exception here to start set 3 as the UC San Diego transfer. It's making all kinds of noise.
Aiden Klein serves next for Loyola Chicago. Klein hits across and out of bounds. Skylar Varga got his hands out of there at the very last moment. Good read from the Beach captain.
The back row defense tonight for Long Beach State has been outstanding. No aces allowed. It's one of the best serving teams in the country.
2-2. Jake Pizzanti serves now for the Beach. Pass in the back row from Reed over on the right side. Shosha dug out by Pizzanti as he went down. Bump set Larson goes towards Varga. He has to free ball it over. First touch Berg Mikkelsen set to the pipe. And there's a kill for Reed. Off a block touch. Larson went right above his head trying to keep it up. But it's a kill again for the Ramblers, and they're up 3-2.
Jake Reed had a fantastic sophomore season, starting all 29 games for the Ramblers last year. He's been limited by injuries this season, but if he can get involved in the offense here in set 3, that is a huge boost. He's got 2 kills on 2 swings now. 3rd year with this Ramblers program.
Nick McRae came over to have a chat, and now we'll be ready to go. Alexander Shosha serves into the net. Loyola Chicago really has lost their rhythm from beyond the service line.
Alexander Shosha is no exception. One of the best servers in the nation when he's on his A game. Just has not been able to find the floor tonight.
Skylar Varga back to serve for the Beach. 3-3 in set 3. As Long Beach is on the doorstep of a sweep. Varga serves across, pass from Reed, set over to the right side. Shosha gets it in. A powerful attack, and the Ramblers go back ahead by 1.
Shosha now 10 kills on 16 swings, only 2 errors on his line. Make it the 12th game of the season for Shosha with 10 or more kills.
Josh Schellinger to serve for Loyola Chicago. Larson received. Pizzanti. D-ball goes to Varga, who emerges from the back row and paints the back line. Skylar Varga with 11 kills tonight.
Are you kidding me? That ball looked like it was going to Wojciech Gaik the whole way before Skylar Varga said, "Those cookies are mine." Coming from the back row, we're tied at 4.
Long Beach State having their way. And another great set from Pizzanti. Jackson Christ serves now. It's a roll serve popped up by Sawa. Set over to the left side. Reed dug out by Varga. Bloom left side hits line and gets it in. Another precision shot from Connor Bloom. And the Beach are up 5-4.
Connor Bloom has double-digit kills now. That's his 10th. After those career-high games against UC Irvine, Connor Bloom has excelled once again tonight.
He's been hitting his spots all over the floor. Now Jackson Christ serves again. Pass high in the air from Schellinger. D-ball goes over to Shosha, and he found the back line. Alexander Shosha with another kill, and it's 5-5.
Nikki Sandlin, head coach of McKendree, said that watching him return to the MIVA Championship tournament was like watching Darth Vader emerge from the smoke. When he's on his A game, when he's back to 100%, he's among the best attackers in the country.
Berg Mikkelsen serve received by Larson. Over on the right side, Wojciech Gajek again deposits into the middle of the floor.
And if Shosha is your Darth Vader, there's Luke Skywalker. High above the net. Wojciech Gajek can't be stopped.
And now he goes back to serve. 7 kills for Gajek, swinging efficiently tonight. He's got 2 aces as well. 6 serving 5. Pass from Sawa. It was almost a football on Gajek. We'll see how this point goes. Bloom on the left side, rolling out of bounds. Dug out by Sawa. D-ball over to Shosha, into the net. Point goes to Long Beach State. No indication from Loyola Chicago that a challenge is coming. It was very close for Wojciech Gajek to foot fault on the serve, but the point stays with Long Beach State. 7-5 in set 3. Gajek back there again after his 8th kill. He serves way out of bounds. 66 miles an hour on the radar gun, but the Beach lead is cut down to 1.
Wojciech Gajek has just made some plays tonight, and you have to remind yourself he's only a freshman. A lot of the guys on the Loyola side of the floor, guys like Alexander Shosha, Josh Schellinger, Daniel Fabakovich, have been around the block a few times. These are juniors, these are seniors. Wojciech Gajek is going to be a big factor here in set 3. Still looking like he has a lot of gas left in the tank.
Ryan McElligott serve, pass from Larson. Pizzanti ranges to the back row, sets up on the left side for Bloom, gets blocked. Varga keeps it in the air. Pizzanti back to Bloom, left side, off a block, touch and down. Connor Bloom got blocked the first time. They go back to him, and he delivers his 11th kill.
There's an elder statesman in Connor Bloom. Ryan McElligott, Jake Pizzanti have also put in some incredible shifts. That's a senior against a redshirt freshman battle. Running the offense. As Loyola Chicago continue to hit efficiently tonight. 422 to Long Beach State's 419. 15 attacking errors between the two teams.
8-6 Beach. Pass from Reed as he went to the ground off the serve, and a left side attack from Shosha goes for another kill. He's up to 12 on the night.
On 20 swings. Shosha has seen a lot of volume since his return from injury tonight, no exception. That time punches it into the block and then shepherds it beyond the sideline.
Shosha led the way for the Ramblers yesterday, 15 kills on a 480 hitting clip. Pass from Larson off the serve. Pizzanti in left side goes to Varga, hits towards the back line, but an overhead dig from Reed. D-ball, Shosha off the blockers. Pizzanti keeps it in the air. Larson steps into set. D-ball goes to Gajek. Roll shot, one-handed dig from Shosha. Gets back across on a roll shot from Schellinger. Pizzanti, D-ball, Gajek from the back row, way out of bounds, but a block touch. And Wojciech Gajek has kill number 9 on a crazy rally from both sides of the net.
That's the rally of the night right there. A pair of back row scrambles, and Wojciech Gajek just finds a way, just like he did in the Big West Championship, just like he's done all season long, to put a point on the board for the Beach.
Ben Braun floater, overhead pass from Schellinger. Set in the middle for Klein off a block touch. It's dug out in the back row. Pizzanti goes to Varga, left side. 2 hands, dunks it off the blockers and down. Shosha was turning around while the ball was behind him, trying to find it, and it lands right at his feet. Skylar Varga with kill number 12.
Shosha and Fabakovich just could not get out of the way. McElligott the one diving in, and now some moisture needs to be wiped up. But here we are in set 3. Beach once again with a little 3-point cushion. Chance to go on another short run behind the service line. Just keep Loyola Chicago at arm's length. The Ramblers can't close this gap before they get to the red zone. We could be talking about a sweep here in the regional final.
Ben Braun waiting patiently for Long Beach State. 3rd year with the program after transferring from Ohio State. And he serves into the net. The lead is cut down to 2. Service sub coming in for the Ramblers is once again Lucas Anderson, the junior and Manhattan Beach native, off the bench to serve. 8 serving 10 in set 3. Anderson hits across, pass from Larson. Pisanti goes left side. Varga hits towards the back line. It's dug out by Reed with his hands above his head. Schellinger, left side swing, gets blocked. Retool off the touch from Reed. They go Schellinger again, left side, and the power angle shot is down. Schellinger has been hitting all over the Terraflex tonight with efficiency and power.
And that point, all thanks to Ryan McElligott, able to get 2 second touches during the rally for the second one to set up Schellinger. He's bobbing and weaving in the back row. Still finds a way to get 2 hands to the ball.
Anderson serve again, this time received by Bloom. Pisanti moving the other way, sets up Varga, and he brings down the hammer. Goes right off of Schellinger and into the crowd. That's the full power swing from Skylar Varga we've been waiting for.
That's a head tap from Skylar Varga. Schellinger didn't know anything about it until it's ricocheting off his dome into the 10th row of the stands. Wow.
You blink and you'll miss that attack. Jake Pisanti back behind the line now, 11-9 Long Beach State. Pisanti floats it over, Schellinger overhead pass. D-ball over to Shosha, touch from Varga, dug out by Bloom. Pisanti goes to Christ in the middle, off the touch, it's down. Jackson Christ with his 3rd kill, and the Beach have extended their lead to 3.
Jackson Christ, only 4 swings coming from the middle tonight. And that's a set from Jake Pisanti that just shot across the net to the freshman. Beach with a 3-point lead.
Ben Braun only has 4 as well. It's been a pin-heavy approach for Long Beach State. Jake Pisanti, the director of that approach, serves again. Pass from Reed over on the right side. Shosha swings cross court, dug out by Bloom. Bumps at Larson over to Gayak on the right side. Roll shot, dug out. Stepping into set, Sawa goes over to the right side. Shosha off the block and out. Loyola Chicago gets themselves in system. 12-10, Long Beach State still ahead.
Josh Schellinger has 14 kills. Alexander Shosha has 13. Nobody else on this Loyola Chicago team has more than 3. Somebody else has to step up here in set 3 for the Ramblers.
Shosha trying to do it all himself. Pass from Larson off the serve. Pisanti, D-ball goes for Varga, and he delivers again. 2 blockers there, not enough to seal off Skylar Varga. Beach ahead 13-10.
And Daniel Favakovic, who has been kept unreasonably quiet tonight and was taken off the floor in set 2, can only watch on from the bench. 2 kills, 3 errors, 15 swings for Favakovic tonight. It's up to Jake Reed now in his stead to make something happen.
Skylar Varga serving with O Canada echoing through the pyramid, but he puts this one into the twine. Beach still ahead by 2.
Now we're just trading points here in set 3, right? Beach looking for some service pressure. Skylar Varga can't provide it. And the Ramblers just stay close and competitive here, only down by 2.
Josh Schellinger standing in front of the sand pit. He rolls it across, pass from Bloom. Pisanti to the middle. Jackson Christ gets dug out by Shosha, back over the net. Bloom, pass over the net, straight to a swing from Berg Mikkelsen. There's the kill, and the Beach lead is down to 1.
Jackson Christ providing some apologies, as does Connor Bloom. That's a foot difference between Jake Pisanti and Oscar Berg Mikkelsen at the net.
13-12 Beach. Schellinger serve, pass from Varga in the back row. Pisanti D-ball, Gayak off a touch, gets dug out by Schellinger. D-ball goes for Shosha on the right side, off a block touch, it's high in the air. Pisanti first touch, Varga deke, goes to Chris, but it's touched over. Schellinger easy dig, set to the middle, Berg Mikkelsen gets blocked. They retool over to the right side. Shosha cross court, off of Varga, and out of bounds. Shosha has the kill to end a long rally, and we're tied at 13.
Just like that, the Ramblers with a little bit of a run, a little bit of life, and a little bit of mojo working their way. And it's Shosha threading the eye of the needle between the double block and off the hands of Skylar Varga.
There was just enough of a touch from the blocker, Jackson Christ, to send it offline from Varga, trying to dig it out in the back row. 13 all in set 3. Schellinger's serve is out of bounds. Just missed the back line, and the Beach move back ahead. Jackson Christ heading behind the line now. 14-13, Long Beach State. The defending national champs pursuing a sweep and a ticket to the Final Four. Christ hits over, pass as he went to the ground from Schellinger. Left side swing from Reed, dug out by Chris. Pisanti goes over to the left side for Bloom, popped up high in the air. Sawa sets up straight to a swing from McElligott. The Loyola Chicago setter goes on the attack and ties it up at 14.
as Loyola Chicago make a change in service. We've got a whole new ball game here in set 3.
Sub in service, Aiden Delorier back in off the bench for the second time tonight. 14 all. Delorier tosses the ball out in front, hits into the net. Long Beach now 10 points away from punching their ticket to Westwood, and will head into the media timeout.
Speaking of Westwood, we've got a game going on right now in Pauley Pavilion. Hate to break away from this one here tonight, but right now in set 5, UC Irvine up on the Bruins 12-11 on the doorstep of a massive upset.
It's impossible to ignore the urge to scoreboard watch on that one.
This is a team in UC Irvine that earned an at-large bid after being knocked out by Long Beach State in the Big West Championship semifinals. Just had to go 5 sets last night against Penn State. Prevailed in a wild one in the UCLA Regional happening just up the road. The Anteaters looking for a way past the Bruins in what would go down as the upset of the tournament and prevent another clash between Long Beach State and UCLA in the national championship game if both teams were to advance past the Final Four.
We'll keep an eye on that one and keep you posted. For now, Long Beach State ahead 15-14. The timeout called, or the media timeout that is, about to break.
And here in set 3, it's Long Beach State out hitting Loyola Chicago again, 450-417. 9 kills, 20 swings for the Beach, 0 attacking errors. The offense has been efficient all night long. Jake Pizzanti, a big part of that. 35 assists now on 61 set attempts. That's insane efficiency. He's just finding his pin hitters. And it's Kellen Larson also out of system in the back row, making sure Long Beach State can just get the ball back over the net. It's the little things, we've said it all night long, that's going to decide this matchup. And Long Beach State have done it here through 3 sets.
Jake Pizzanti, these last 3 games of postseason play, has looked like he's back to his full strength. Playing fantastic. The redshirt freshman. Now it's a true freshman, Wojciech Gajek, serving overpass up to a joust. Bloom keeps it in the air. Bump set goes to Bloom on the left side. He hits cross court but missed the line. Attacking error from Bloom. Those have been rare tonight, but it's 15-15.
Just talk about how rare it is. That's only the second on his 20th swing. Just unable to pick his spot. And we're tied at 15.
Ryan McElligott serving for Loyola Chicago. Left-handed swinging setter, hits across and just out of bounds.
Ooh.
Good effort diving it towards the right side line. I don't know if Connor Bloom would have got there if it stayed in, but it did just miss it. The service error makes it 16-15 Beach.
Ramblers still in search of their first ace of the night. Beach back row has been outstanding.
Connor Bloom behind the line. 1 point lead in set 3 for the Beach. Pass from Reed as he dove to the ground. Over on the right side, Reed swings off the blockers and out. He's got the kill to make it 16 all. Now the Beach will make a sub in serve receive. Connor Bloom heads out and in comes Dane Hillis, the hero of late set 4 and set 5 in the Big West Championship. Dane Hillis back in there. Reed serve out of bounds.
Dane Hillis, the senior out of San Clemente, California, enters into rotation 1, now into rotation 2. In the back row alongside Wojciech Gajek as the Beach have the serve.
Ben Braun floats it across, overhead pass from Reed. Set over to the left side. Schellinger gets blocked by Chris. Retool from Sawa. Now the set goes into the middle for Klein. Dug out by Braun. Over on the right side. Gajek gets blocked and down. Aiden Klein has the roof this time. And they're trading points back and forth. It's 17 all.
Aiden Klein, the Evanston, Illinois native, growing up not too far away from Loyola Chicago. Sends that ball back into the Terraflex. And it's a race to 8 now as we're tied at 17.
Jackson Chris got hit in the face midway through that rally. He was grimacing a bit, but looks to be okay. Klein tips the tape, and he's down for an ace. Couldn't have placed it better off the top of the net. Dane Hillis dove in, but no real chance to keep it up. Loyola Chicago ahead 18-17.
28th ace of the season for Aiden Klein to lead this Ramblers team.
And now the Beach faithful trying to will their team back in it. And a service error makes us tied again. The energy in the pyramid tonight has been very subdued. Now they're trying to dial up the pressure in set 3. Jake Pizzanti back behind the line for Long Beach State, 18-18. Long Beach ahead, 2-0. Pizzanti serves across, pass in the back row from Reed. Set over to the left side and roofed. Jackson Chris denies the attack of Josh Schellinger. Timeout, Loyola Chicago.
Beach retake the lead now, and that's a big-time block from Jackson Chris. Second in the Big West in blocks per set, only behind Ben Braun. The Beach finally starting to show that blocking prowess. Only their 4th block of the night as a team. And now they're 6 points away from closing out this regional final in a straight sweep.
19-18 Long Beach State as they'll try and punch their ticket to Westwood after the break on 22 West Radio. It's 19-18 Long Beach State here in set 3, and that game in Westwood just went final between the Bruins and the Anteaters.
A 4-0 run for UCLA, down 11-12, and the Bruins advance to the Final Four.
Number 1 seed is still alive, and they'll be hosting. Jake Pizzanti serving, the Beach ahead 19-18 as they try and meet UCLA there. Overhead pass from Schellinger went through his hands, and it's down! Jake Pizzanti has an ace to extend the Beach lead to 2.
Right on cue. The Beach with some serious service pressure. The 20th ace of the season for Jake Pizzanti. And Schellinger has to be regretting that hand pass. It was a hybrid float coming from Jake Pizzanti. Schellinger just can't locate it. And the Beach are the first to the red zone.
And now Oscar Berg Mikkelsen, as he dove out of bounds, looks like he gave himself a bloody nose. So he's getting tended to. Long Beach State ahead 20-18. They're on a 3-0 scoring run and now just 5 points away from closing out the match in a sweep.
And if you look forward to next week, 2 tickets already booked to Westwood. Ball State will face UCLA in the Final Four. Long Beach State hoping to get there, needing just 5 more points. They'll play the winner of Hawaii and USC, a game that will get underway in just under half an hour now out in Manoa. If Long Beach can get out of this game in 3 sets, they'll be the freshest, it looks like, of the 4 teams as they've taken care of business from start to where we are now in set 3 tonight. It's been very impressive as the Beach are making sure they're not going to be beat by a single rambler, and they're going to stick to their game plan here, fresh off an ace from Jake Pizzanti.
20-18 Beach. Pizzanti serves again. Pass from Reed, set into the middle and delivering the kill. Berg Mikkelsen with his nose plugged. He still comes through and gets Loyola Chicago back within 1.
Mikkelsen now 5 kills on 6 swings, yet to make an error in his return.
Alexander Shosha serves for Loyola Chicago. He hits into the net. The Beach lead is back to 2. Dane Hillis back to the bench with Connor Bloom into the front row. Skylar Varga back to serve for Long Beach State. 21-19. Varga hits over a pass from Sawa as he was diving out of bounds, keeps it alive. Left side swing from Schellinger gets blocked. They recycle, set from Sawa over to the right side. Shosha gets dug out by Pizzanti. Bump set Varga over to the right side. Gayak, 3 blockers there, popped up in the air. Gayak keeps it alive. Pizzanti left side goes to Bloom. He gets blocked. Pizzanti keeps it alive again. Bump set Larson. Gayak right side. 3 blockers there. They deny it again. Pizzanti over to Bloom. Touched over the blockers and down. No, they're calling a pancake. It's still alive. Varga up to Pizzanti. Chris in the middle dunks it. Now the whistle blows and the point goes to Long Beach State. A net against Loyola Chicago. ends a furious rally, and another timeout called by Shane Davis.
It's Shosha on the net, just unable to compose himself. What a rally from the beach. Off the block, off the block, off the block again. And finally down. The Beach are 3 points away from a sweep.
We have not seen very many times this entire season that a team has blocked Long Beach State on 4 straight attacks in a rally. Loyola Chicago is not going down without a fight as they call another timeout. Long Beach State ahead 22-19.
And that fight is coming from Alexander Shosha and Josh Schellinger, both with 14 kills. Nobody else with more than 5 as Oscar Berg Mikkelsen is the next closest. Here in set number 3, Loyola Chicago hitting .344. They've now surpassed Long Beach State, who have had a few attacking errors going against their line.
Real quick, just to go back to Westwood, it seems there was a challenge issued by UC Irvine to keep the match alive. Now the Anteaters are ahead 15-14. We're in both places here. Focus is at the Pyramid.
But we're keeping an eye on the play-by-play, and Irvine have, since that successful challenge, ripped off 3 straight points. It's match point now for the Anteaters.
UC Irvine sounds like they've won based on the reaction from the crowd in the Pyramid who's been watching it.
On a serve from Trevor Clark and an attacking error from Zach Rama.
Listen
the Bruins are out of the NCAA tournament. We got volleyball to watch.
Skylar Vargas serves out of the timeout. Set goes over to Reed, dug out by Larson. Vargas sets it up on the left side to Bloom. He's down. 23-19, Long Beach State. And there's a different energy right now. This Pyramid fan base can taste a national championship all of a sudden.
The job is far from finished, but the news is starting to spread that UCLA have been knocked out by UC Irvine.
Long Beach 2 points away from punching their ticket to the Final Four that will be Bruinless. Skylar Varga serves across the net, pass from Reed. D-ball over to the right side. Shosha missed the line. It's 24-19, and it's match point number 1 in the Pyramid. Long Beach State trying to close it out.
Talk about a different energy. Everyone on their feet here in the Pyramid for Skylar Varga.
4-0 scoring run for the Beach. Match point number 1. Skylar Varga serves over and down! A Skylar Varga ace sends Long Beach State to the Final Four.
Just one ace for Skylar Varga in his last 3 games played at the Pyramid. And it's a cross-court roly-poly to Area 2 that punches the Beach's ticket to Westwood.
Long Beach State sweeps Loyola Chicago, and they're one of the last 4 standing. They'll be heading up to Westwood, where the hosts will not be present. Long Beach State wins in 3 sets over Loyola Chicago, and now they'll be scoreboard watching later tonight. Hawaii and USC, the last game to determine the final of the 4 teams heading to Westwood. But a shocking night of volleyball across the country. Long Beach State takes care of business on their home floor. Skylar Varga, 14 kills, Connor Bloom with 12. And the Beach are in the Final Four.
How special is this? Long Beach State have worked for this opportunity to host a regional, to book their ticket to a Final Four all season long, and the moment has finally arrived. 2 games away from a national championship. We will see you at UCLA in less than a week.
The expanded 12-team bracket can't slow down the defending champs. Long Beach State with a straight sweep victory on their home floor, their final game here in Long Beach of the season. So they salute the crowd for a long year. Long Beach State on the season finishes 14-3 at home. And they'll be heading up to Westwood to try and defend their national championship starting next weekend.
And Loyola Chicago, this is a very senior-heavy, junior-heavy team that's going to look a lot different next year under Shane Davis. Just was not their night tonight. As the Beach neutralized Daniel Fabakovic, he only plays 2 of the 3 sets. Alexander Shosha and Josh Schellinger both lead the way with 14 kills as they combine for 52 swings. The Beach have made it clear all season it's going to take all 17 to beat them. It's going to take all 17 to capture a national championship next week. Nick McRae, Big West Coach of the Year, has the boys rolling into the Final Four.
Skylar Varga and Connor Bloom lead the way. Varga hits 520, Bloom hits 435. It's a Varga ace that clinches the match. And what a game it was from Jake Pizzanti. The redshirt freshman setter finishes with 36 assists, and he was dicing up the attack all night long. It's photo time on the Terraflex for Long Beach State. The final set scores in set 1, 25-21. Set 2, also 25-21. And set 3, 25-19. As the Beach take down Loyola Chicago. They get the job done, and they'll still be playing. That'll do it for us here at the Pyramid. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, streaming live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back on the air for the Final Four in Westwood next weekend. Keep an eye on the 22 West Sports social media channels where we'll be announcing exactly when and where those games will be taking place. But we'll be on the air for them whenever they are. Thank you for tuning in tonight as Long Beach State punches their ticket to the Final Four.